Artistic Gamer 7 and welcome back to another Sims 4 video. As you can probably already tell, this is actually going to be my first look at The Sims 4 Get Famous, which I am super excited about. That is finally out, and I decided, since you know it's Get Famous, I decided to actually do my makeup and actually look a little bit nicer for a video for a change. So, but anyway, so just looking at this, I know a lot of people's probably already doing this, and I also know a lot of game changers already had their stuff out way before that. Well, not like way, but like 2 days ago, they started putting them out. But this is going to be my look at it. I actually haven't watched many people's stuff at all. I think I've watched like one quick speed build of it and like a few like little things, but barely anything, so I don't know full details on a lot of stuff, and that's what I sort of wanted to do. I stopped watching a lot of things, and luckily I actually stuck to it this time pretty well, because usually I get too excited and I end up watching it, but I talked myself out of watching them a little bit better. So anyway, let's read these things here that come with it. Claim your fame. Now your Sims can live out their wildest dreams of fame and fortune. Rise to stardom in your current career or catapult to fame with a new pursuit. Bask in the limelight and as an inspiring actor or live stream your every moment as an influencer. So I like the fact, because like, if you've stayed with my channel for a while and you watched one of the videos where I did, like, I actually tweeted a thing out and was like, what all do y'all want to see in the future for Sims 4? And I think one or two people mentioned celebrities, and I said that necessarily it wasn't one of the things that I wanted first. It definitely was high up there, and I'm still someone who actually, I haven't gotten the best experience out of university, so I would want it before university. But it wasn't necessarily something that I lean more towards like some of the weirder, crazier things. Like I really wanted witches, but the way Get Famous looked, I'm okay with it. There's an active career, which I really wanted an active career to come back into. But one of the things I said was one of the things that would make me actually want it a little bit more was that I was like, I wish there was a way that people could become famous in their own careers. Or like, you know, to certain people, like if you're a nerdy person or like you're really into science and someone's famous for like a lot of their science, like their inventions and all that stuff, yeah, that's how I would imagine it would be cool that the individual careers could still have like their celebrities within it. And that's basically what this is supposed to be doing. I don't know how it works. I don't know if everyone just sees them as a celebrity when it comes to the certain careers. I know something like an actor, a lot of people would be excited to see them because that's a majority of people. But, you know, some of the other careers, I don't know if it's going to work for all careers or what. But, you know, there's some other careers that some people may be well known or be famous for, and not everyone would actually know them. So, I don't know if it's going to influence, like, traits or anything like that. But anyway, act the part. Be your own muse and direct your sim towards a brilliant acting career. Get your big break with commercial gigs or land a part in a television series. So that's the active career that is the actor. So I really wanted more active careers because, like, was Get to Work, I think it was like the first expansion that ever came out. Yeah, there it is. It's on the side. It's the first one. And it gave us active careers, which was really cool. But we've had so many game packs and expansion packs to come since then, and still no more active careers. It was like you had this awesome cool thing and there's not expanding on it. So I'm really excited there's finally a new active career. I'm wondering if that means that maybe they'll actually start doing a few more active careers for maybe future expansions. I know one of the big expansions right now that everyone is talking about is University, and I don't really know how you can bring an active career out of that one, so I'm not expecting anything like that from that one. But, now, I know a lot of people are wanting farming as well, and I don't know if they did do something like that, if it would be a full-on expansion, but you actually could do maybe something with that. But a lot of times farming, you actually stay at home, you don't go to a different place, so I don't really know if that could be an active career either. But anyway, I would welcome more active careers if they can like pull them like together or find a way to bring them in. But anyway, So now we're on Run This Town. Join the glitz and glamour of Del Sol Valley, a new world where your Sims discover fame, get a starter home in Mirage Park, or work your way up to the house in the hills and the pinnacles. So the world is one of the places that I actually have seen. That is one of the few things that I've seen pretty well. I'll go a little bit more in depth on my thought of the world here in a moment, but I overall I am happy with Del Sol Valley, but there is a few things here and there. But I'm just gonna go to the next one because we'll actually go look at the world here in a second. Live the lavish lifestyle. As your sim status skyrockets, you gain fame perks. Decorate a gorgeous mansion with gold-plated furniture. Take home a unique set of piece to put on your display as a tribute to the golden age of you. So this is really, like, this is basically, you know, getting, like, your fame and all this stuff, and I really like how the fame perks are working. They look like they're not exactly like vampires, but structured very similar, and I know me, along with a lot of other people, before we seen what the fame perks worked like, was hoping them to be like the vampires perks, because that was a nicely done how they did that, and it is set up very similar. There is a few differences, of course, which makes sense, you know, but it is done. Think that looks like it's been done well. But the build and buy objects I'm gonna try to take a look at later. I don't know if I'm gonna actually go through all of them or if I'm gonna just do a speed build and use mostly them. Haven't decided. I surely am doing a speed build. I don't know if I'm gonna do both though. But anyway, and there's the star, because you can get a star on the boulevard, and these pictures, of course, have been... There they are. It's actually like a plumb bob, it's not a star. And I don't know how you can tell... I think there's a way you can tell when a sim actually has one of those, but I don't know how it is. So I'm gonna get out of this. Oh, hello, it's the positivity challenge. So we now have this new thing here. I have removed all of my CC. I know one of the biggest CCs that has been broken has been CC hair, and that's Maxis Match and Alpha both. Because some people were thinking it was only Alpha, because the way Alpha is, but no, it is Maxis Match as well. It just depends on the way that they were created, I think, and a lot of the custom color swatches, so like any of those pastel-y colors, or the ombres, or the multi-hair colors, those ones, those are the ones that a lot of them are broken, and that's like sort of panicking me inside because of the fact that literally my whole entire main save has nothing but alpha hairs on the sims that I actually have created and stuff like that, so I'm a little worried about that. I'm hoping Sims 4 Studio can fix that, so be prepared that it probably might be a while before. I mean, I have some videos that I've actually edited and they're ready to go that are done before the update and Get Famous has released, so there still will be Sims content from my story perspectives, but they won't be after Get Famous until like something is fixed with that. I really hope I don't have to go and download all the hairs again, like if they're updated, because the thing is I feel like some of them are never gonna get updated, and also finding all of them again is gonna be a nightmare. So I really hope that the batch fix can fix them, or at least fix the majority of them. Like, I'm hoping. Usually they can do some pretty amazing things. I remember one time the alpha hairs, it was only certain alpha hairs, and I didn't have a lot of them in my game, but some of them got a glassy look to them, and they didn't think they were going to fix it. They were like, we've looked at it, I don't believe there's a way we can fix it, but they ended up fixing it, so I'm hopeful. I just don't know how long it's going to take. I also have a LP series that I'm going to be starting for Get Famous, which I've never done one for just like the expansion or the game packs before. A lot of people do them, but I never focus on them because I sort of let my main save, like all the series, sort of slowly experience all those things and like wraps them all together. But I thought it might be actually nice for a change to try doing a expansion focused one, and I also asked over on Twitter, and I think I got 20 or 30 some votes, and I think like 98%, it was like 95-98% of you voted for me to do it, so I will be doing that, and I already know the Sims I'm going to be doing it with, and I might let y'all know that in the speed build, because I think one of the speed builds I'm going to try is in Mirage Park for the startup, and it'll probably be for these 3, so I'll let you know in that video, so keep an eye out for that video. But the thing is they have CC stuff, so I've got to wait till all that gets fixed. But I'm hoping it's not going to take long, because I did go look on Sims 4 Studio before. I'm recording this because Get Famous has been out for about an hour or two or so, and the patch update, of course, has been out for like 2 days, almost 3 now. And they did say like they did know some of the issues and they were going to be working on them, but so I'm hoping it's quickly. But let's go ahead. I don't know if I have a game save that I feel okay going into. Yeah, I'll go with this one. My niece technically has a family in here that she ended up adding custom content after the fact. I told her she probably shouldn't, but she did it anyway, because I would be going in here without CC a lot. So let's go in, and here it is. Oh, that looks really, really pretty. Really pretty. I feel like I gotta sneeze. Okay, now that I've sneezed, and I like that they've done this. Some people were saying they were super excited because maybe that means that there is more worlds to come, which I'm sure there is more worlds. I just don't know if it's gonna be this many worlds, because that's gonna be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 more worlds. I would be personally okay with that, but I just don't know if it's gonna happen. And if it does, it's probably gonna be, if there is some like that, they're probably gonna be like sizes of like Magnolia Promenade, is that how you say it, and Forgotten Hollow. And I would actually put Del Sol Valley with it as well. So the other worlds are a little bit bigger, but let's go into Del Sol Valley and have a look at it. So everyone's seen this. I'm pretty sure a lot of people have a similar idea to this. Me personally, I was a little disappointed with the lot size. I especially like I would have been okay with having at least one more here in the Pinnacles, but like the Pinnacles is not as devastating not to have it be bigger. But Mirage Park, I feel like, should have been bigger, or there should have been like a third small neighborhood that was like the middle. So like you have like the starter homes, the slowly working your way up homes, and then the you've reached the top homes, like sort of like that phase, because you don't just jump from this to that. You don't do that. But I think part of the reason I seen Kate, they put on there, they have to think about as they add more expansions and game packs, the load times and stuff like that, which I get, because not everyone's gonna have super amazing computers, and then the people who have CC, you know, that's also gonna factor in and all that stuff. But honestly, the game seems to load really, really well. A lot of people saying that it's been, after the update, the Pythian something update, it was like switching over to a different program type thing, so a lot of people saying that it was actually loading faster even with their CCN. So I feel like that's good that it's doing that, because then that means that maybe the next world won't be as impacted by that. I also found it funny that the highlighted thing goes all the way down here for Mirage Park, but you can't actually see, like, these just go exactly right where the buildings and stuff are, basically. But this one goes all the way down here. That's really strange. But yeah, I do like the look of Del Sol Valley. I like the fact that it's got somewhat of a desert beachy theme, but also you have the mountains. Me personally, I'm someone who likes trying to figure out and connect the worlds together. Obviously, as they add more worlds, you might move them around and guess where they are, because maybe there's a world that's in the middle there that comes in later. But I like to think there's somehow they're all connected and that you can get to them from one another, especially since your Sims can actually travel. So you gotta imagine, if your Sims can travel to them, that means that they've got to be within a driving distance. It may be a long driving distance, but a driving distance. Like, I know one town that I go to, I don't go to it very often, but I do go to it. It's like an hour 30, hour 40-minute drive. So yeah, it's a longer drive, but it's still within driving distance of you to be able to go there within a day and actually do stuff and head back home and have time in between and stuff. So I like to imagine they're all connected. I'm really rambling really far into it. But anyway, Mirage Park is the small one with the up and coming people will be, which is with the reasonably priced homes and so close to downtown. Mirage Park is the perfect place for an up-and-coming star to start their rise to fame. So there is the 3 lots. Again, I really wish there could have been more lots. It sort of saddens me that there is not, but oh well. That was already a decision that they had made, and hopefully maybe this doesn't mean that future worlds are gonna all be shortened. I know some of them are gonna be. That's why I was saying that a lot of, if we have 12 of them, 12 more of them, they're gonna be small. But I hope like 1 or 2 of them aren't all, like, I hope they're not all small. So anyway, and then we got the Pinnacles up here. This is the other residential one. Fit for the rich and famous, the Pinnacles boast the most expensive homes of all of Del Sol Valley. If you want to live here, you need to make it big. Now, there already is Sims, of course, living in some of these parts, but in my main save, I'll probably make them all move out. Let's be real honest. But then we have the residential area, which is Starlit Boulevard. When it comes to nightlife, Starlit Boulevard cannot be beat, where only the most famous Sims have access to the most exclusive night club in town. It is where the who's who of the industry come to show off. So there is 2 lounge, but I think 1 lounge is like for the up and coming people, and then the other is for celebrities. Now, me personally, I don't know how I feel about them being lounges versus like an actual club or bar, just because to me in my game, I don't know if it is like this for everyone else's game, but the lounges only seem to attract elderly people. I mean, with these things on here, maybe celebrities of varying ages will actually come out, but personally, only elderly seem to go to lounges, and it annoys me to a certain extent. But then there's also the, I forget what it's called, but it's where you actually go to the acting career. I honestly imagine the way this looks like that's what this is. This is the lot for the acting career, but you can't visit it unless you're an actually actor and you're going to work. But I imagine that right here is where the movies and all that stuff is. That's what it looks like to me, is that. And then obviously you have a city going over this way. You can imagine maybe it's San Mashuto, but San Mashuto does live on the next to the water, but there's no like beachy area. But it looks like it's built like all harbors and stuff on the side of it. So, you know, this may be San Mashuto, really close to here, over in the city. We can imagine that it is. But, so that's sort of my brief first look. I don't really want to go into, like, the builds necessarily. I guess I can go into one. I'll go into hers just to look real quickly. I don't know how long I've been recording this. And well, this is weird to me because the load times in, without CC is so much different. I mean, it's not drastically different, but it is quite a big difference. But it surprises me. when I don't have my CCs there, I'm like, oh, and like my game takes forever to actually open up with CC, but when it doesn't have CC, it's like, hey, okay, so this is the positivity challenge. I'm not gonna worry about the positivity challenge. Of course, this was the girl who was in the trailer, but you know, in the session of the trailer, she actually became famous. I think she's cute. I think she's one of the Sims that I probably will not delete. I don't know if I'll keep her in her house, but I won't delete her in my main save. But so she is a commercial spokesperson, so she's in the acting career, and that is actually set up a little bit differently. I don't know if it's just for the acting career or if it's actually going to be set up differently for all careers. But anyway, but here is the celebrity thing. This is notable newcomer. I'm hoping that technically, like, your Sims won't easily gain celebrity status if they're not trying to be a celebrity. So like if you just so happen to be friends with a celebrity, I don't think that necessarily means you yourself need to become a celebrity. But I don't know how that works exactly. Oh, so that's different. So it's in that tab. Okay. Interesting. But anyway. So she is a notable newcomer, so there's 5 stars, she's at 1 star. She has a neutral reputation, if we go into the fame points. So this is the thing that I was saying that was like sort of like the vampires thing, like you have the level up. It's just structured a little bit differently right here, but you still have like your down points and your good points. But you can have a bad and a good reputation. I also want to see if you stay mostly in the middle, what happens. So that's sort of what the premise of my LP that I'm planning is actually going to be too. I'm going to have one lean more towards this way, and one in the middle, and see what happens, see all the differences. So, and I feel like a lot of people is probably going to try to do that, or at least do the good and the bad reputation, but I want to see it from my point of view. But she does have a quirk. Brushes with fame, needs to socialize with other celebrities, trigger touching celebrities with more fame than Vanessa. Behavior for some celebrities, hobnobbing with the rich and famous becomes a way of life. They get sad if they spend too long amongst the general public, separated from other celebrities that they can actually relate to. They find themselves drawn to increasingly famous Sims, always seeking out the companionship and personal touch of those who are, at minimum, equally as famous as themselves. So she loves to be with... Oh, so this is like the ones that you can pick. So no touching. Just because you're famous doesn't mean you're okay with the general public invading your personal space. Vane Street. Oh, darling, you look simply marvelous. Won't you stay and gaze upon your reflection a while? Juice enthusiast. Juice sure is delicious. Keep drinking it and you may find yourself craving it anymore. Oh. Emotion bomb. Letting your emotions swell up inside until you explode isn't a healthy way to deal with one's feelings, but there's something to be said for the sense of peace after an outburst. Paparazzi darling. Paparazzi has to be negative. Have some fun with it. I assume that means paparazzis go around that particular sim a lot. Refined palate. Becoming accustomed to eating the finest of foods makes it difficult to enjoy a normal meal. Fan mail. Interacting with your adoring public is admirable, but putting yourself out there can expose you to other types of fans. Oh boy. A serious actor. When you have a flair for the dramatic, there's no time for jokes or mischief. Ah. A stan. Some fans have obsessive personalities. A personalized memento may be seen as an excuse to push the boundaries of acceptable behavior. And then public number. The more Sims you socialize with via your phone, the greater the possibility of your number leaking out to the public. Oh my goodness gracious. Phone fanatic. With so many entertainment options in your pocket, why distract yourself with the real world? So that's all the quirks you can get. Oh no, I didn't want to go out that. I'd go back. That was all the quirks you can get, and it looks like you have to get at least 4 as you unlock these. And I could go through all of these and read them, but I'm not, because that's going to take a while. So I'll read those more when I do the LP, just because that's a lot. But I really am liking how this is set up so far. It's looking really, really cool. I don't know. Check open auditions. Okay, so she's gonna check open auditions. They are adding more and more cars as decorative options. So you get to select to the Salty Sud commercial or making music. I think we're gonna go with the commercial, which means like it gives you individual things depending on which one you do. Oh my goodness gracious, she has almost nothing in this house. So she has to work on those things. I don't know what her skills are at. Acting and mixology. That's what she has. But she's also getting sleepy, so I'm just gonna put her to sleep real quick as I finish this off. Because I'm not gonna take too long, because a lot of the stuff I'm gonna be looking at more in depth with the LP. I am probably gonna do a quick look at cast and also build and buy. And I will be doing a speed build, so there's going to be a lot of Get Famous stuff coming. I'm hoping to actually get them edited quicker, so they might be coming on the channel before some other stuff that I was originally planning on coming out before it, or something like that. So just be prepared, there may be a lot of Get Famous stuff going on. But it just came out, but there's also a lot of other games that just came out, and it's like, there's so much stuff coming out right now that I want to work on. But, oh, it's TV season premiere. Whoa. Anyway. So, I hope you've enjoyed the video. Let me know what are your thoughts on Get Famous so far. Have you got to actually go in fully interact with it? Hey, it's a celebrity! They're just... Why are you walking in Mirage Park late at night? A proper celebrity. That is strange that they're walking in here at night. That is a little weird, sir. A little surprising. Oh, look at these. Anyway. A little surprising. So the celebrities do glow. I have heard that you can turn that off. I don't know if that's... Let me actually look at that real quick. How is that... Get famous. See, Sims being... Toggling this option will adjust if Sims have the ability to gain fame by default or not. Okay, so adjust the Sims gain fame. Right, if check, the Sims will no longer gain fame. The following Sims will be affected. Sims who have not yet gained any fame. All newly created Sims. The following Sims will not be affected. Sims that have already gained any fame. Sims who have had their fame settings individually adjusted in live mode. The setting can be overridden, and the fame status of individual Sims can be changed at any time by selecting Step into the Spotlight within the fame info window. Oh, so this is how you can make certain Sims not actually become famous. Okay, I'll probably will click that. But I thought there was another thing. Because I thought I heard people saying that you can... turn off the glow around the celebrities. I'm not seeing it though anywhere, so I don't know how that's gonna... Not really sure, because I'm not seeing it anywhere unless you can, like... I don't know where you would go to change that. Unless you can do it on their thing. I don't think you can though. So I'm not sure, but I have heard that you can turn it off, which is sort of nice, but I don't think it's going to bother me too much, honestly, so I probably won't really care to turn that off. I probably will turn that one thing on in my main save so that some Sims that I don't want to be famous, and that are not going to be, like, even if they have famous friends, doesn't necessarily make you a celebrity all in your own, because there's some people that are, like, they're friends with celebrities, but them themselves are like, nah, I don't really want to be in that spotlight, or whatever, so I would like to have that option. But anyway, I'm really, really excited for this game expansion. For celebrities to be coming in, this expansion's actually brought a lot to the table, more so than I thought, and there's some things that I was sort of hoping for that actually are in here, so I'm actually really, really super excited. I really hope that there's a batch fix soon for the alpha stuff so that I can get started on the LP, because I'm looking forward to doing that LP so much. But we'll just have to wait and see how time goes. I know they're going to be trying to work on it and do some things. I think I did see some things that they actually had gotten work on some of the batch fix things that they had to do for Windows, but they haven't put it live currently, and that they're working on the one for Mac. So really hoping all that stuff goes well. Let me know down in the comments below how you're thinking of Get Famous so far. What is some of your favorite parts? What are you looking most forward to? And if you can guess which Sims that I'm going to be using for my LP, it'd be interesting. They have showed up on the channel in some form of way, whether it is a cast video or like one of the Townie Life or in the background of the Eevee family. You know, it is going to be one of them. I can tell you it's not going to be Callie and Marie, because I feel like if you've watched my channel that would be a pretty big guess. But it's not going to be them, because I'm going to hopefully, I assume there's going to be a cheat that I need to go look up that I can actually up the fame already, because I'm going to go ahead and already make them famous. That is my plan. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. All of my Sims 4 playlists will be down in that description below, as well as my social media, so you can go follow me on those and you can chat to me there. And make sure you are subscribed so that you will get to catch that future LP series. Also, hit that lovely like button and share the video so others may enjoy, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye!